Hello everyone, welcome back to this session. In this section, we will see what is a class type team. Now I have my Teams app open here. I'm going to create a new team from this app so that I can start adding my students and then start teaching the lessons. Let's say if you click on this Teams here, first of all, actually I don't like this list view here. I want to change this view. So what you can do here, you can click on this settings button over here and then click on the switch view. So that will ask you to different options. You can just go ahead and explore it. I would like to keep it in my grid option, so I'm just clicking on grid and then that's it. I'm just closing off so that all my teams are actually nicely arranged in a grid manner. Anyway, I'm going to create a new team, so join or create a new team. So I'm clicking on this button in the right top corner and then I get an option called create team and a join team with a code. There are two options here. This one I will explain it in a moment, but I will go ahead and create a new team here. So while creating a new team, now it is asking you four different types of teams. One is a class team and another one is a professional learning community team and staff team and others team. So all the other teams does not have an option of assignments and group projects, which is the additional advantages when you are actually going with the class team. So class teams comes with many features on managing the students very efficiently. That's why we go for the class team. Now let's go ahead and click on the class team and create a new team under that type. So this remember, I would like to tell you that this will not work for free subscription users, because the free subscription users does not have a class type team, so they would see in a different manner. I will explain to them in the next lecture. So anybody who's watching, if you are a free subscriber, you can feel free to skip this lecture and go ahead and see the next lecture. So now I'm writing my name here. Let me type it as test team and then description. So this team will have test students maybe. And then there is another option called create a team using an existing team as a template, which means if you already have a team under the same structure, you can always create a new team. That's what this option means. Right now I am assuming that you don't have any other team, so I'm not going with that option. I'm clicking on next. So that is creating my new team. Boom, I got my new team here. I can just skip here and then come back here and then see my new teams dashboard. So this is my new team. I have a general, this is a channel. In fact, whatever is there is going to be listed on the left hand side is going to be called as a channel. I can add my channels and I can view all these things and all. One of the option is files. Another one is a class notebook. If you click on that, it will create a one notebook, and that is going to give a flexible way of managing your materials, etc., which I am not going to cover it in this course, because I am right now utilizing these teams at a very minimal and then efficiently managing the class without going much into deep into it. Then the next tab is called as assignments. So in that tab, what you can do, you can start assignments, you can create assignments. Anyway, I have a dedicated session for it. I will explain it how to give an assignments and how to conduct quizzes, everything in Teams in detail. The other one is grades. Once you give an assignments, you will get a grading option over there. You can grade your students and all the list of the students will be appearing here. Slowly we will see as well. And there are another option called plus here. You can add any tab you want from this, any of these apps, and also you can add your files, etc., etc., etc. I'm going to discuss everything in detail in each of the session individually. So for now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to add at least one member to this team as a member of this team. So how do I add it? I'm just going ahead, the three dots which is right side of this test team title. I'm just going ahead and then click on the manage team. So I have plenty of options here available, and one of them is members and guest and add member. So click on this button, add member, to add your members. Now I have an option of adding students as well as teachers. I want to tell you one thing: the teachers cannot be a guest, but the students can be a guest. which means you can add any students from any email ID. It's not really necessary from your institute email ID. Although there are some permission issues with the other personal email IDs, but if you have a institute email ID, you can always add them with that email ID. That's what I recommend. That's what Microsoft also recommends. So if you want to add any teachers, that teacher should be having a official email ID which is which has been incorporated with the Microsoft. So let me add some students here. So what I will do, I will type the email address of the students. So let's say, suppose I want to add my personal email ID, or why don't I add my David Aram free at outlook.com. So David Aram free at outlook.com, that was the account which I have created in the initial lectures. So I am getting an option called add David Aram free at outlook.com as a guest. So you can click on add button, and that should add your student. Now I can close this. Now if I see the members and guests list, I have one student listed over here. So this way of adding is one of the way which we can do it. The other way to add members in this teams is the easiest way to add members in the teams is go to settings, and then you can do a lot of settings here. One of them is team code. So if you see the team code, you can generate a team code here. You generate a team code and then copy this team code and then give it to your students in any of the social media or any of the communication manner, or mail them, or give them in the class or whatever it is. Just ask them to use this team code. If you give this team code, what they can do is you can just go out of the teams. If you double click on it, then join or create team, the student can go ahead and then choose a second option of join a team with a code. If I paste that code here and then click on join team, then that will take them to this gym very efficiently. Okay, so we'll stop here and we'll see the next lecture about the more features. Thanks a lot for watching.